Later this year, in September, let me get the exact date here, September 29th, 2023, the Pokemon Company is releasing these My First Battle sets, of which there are two. This one has Pikachu and Bulbasaur. This one has Charmander and Squirtle. Later this year, this is meant to be a new product that simplifies the Pokemon trading card game down to its barest essentials so that completely new players or young kids can get into the Pokemon trading card game. Now, the last time we looked at this, all we had was this little screenshot, and it was really hard to tell what was going on. But thanks to PokeGuardian here, we've got some much clearer images that we can look at that gives us a better idea of what this product is. So let's take a look. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's start by looking at the boxes of these My First Battle sets. They are play level 1, and that is the kind of beginner level, but keep in mind the Battle Academy is also play level 1, and this is actually going to be below level 1. This is meant to be literally the very first thing you play in the Pokemon trading card game, in particular for young kids, and they give you all of the things you need to play. And there are some really interesting things to note on the package. Right here, we can see the side of the cards. They are, the blue outline on the cards. That's different from the yellow borders of the old cards or the Scarlet and Violet cards that now have the gray borders. These are blue. And the backing of the cards is different as well. These are not tournament legal. These are meant to be played within the context of first battle decks playing against one another. We see that there's a Pikachu here, there's a Bulbasaur here, and they've got like really basic attacks, and these are actually the same attacks: Quick Attack, Electro Ball, Tackle, Vine Whip. The names are different, but it's 1 energy for 10, 2 energy for 30. If we look at the Squirtle and Charmander cards, it's the same idea. And the other noteworthy thing here, notice down here, they have the space for the resistance and weakness and retreat cost, and these cards don't have that at all. You're not playing retreat. We're not having to worry about weakness. In particular, this Charmander versus Bulbasaur set, in regular Pokemon TCG rules, Squirtle would destroy Charmander, but because these cards do not have weakness, that's not going to matter, which is, in this particular case, I think that's great. Once again, this is meant to be a beginner level product for new players and for kids, and we are simplifying the game down to its barest essentials to ease people into the experience. And we already know that the game is played with 17 card decks, and now we also know that we don't have to worry about type advantage. We don't even have to worry about retreat. We are bringing this down to the simplest elements of the game. And furthermore, we got a better look at the board. So we can see here from the playmats, which I'm going to assume are paper, considering the cost. It's $9.99 US. They're not going to throw in the nice fabric playmats here for that price. But we can see some other gameplay changes as well. We see here tokens. These are prize tokens. Unlike the regular Pokemon trading card game, we're not worrying about putting our prize cards away and losing access to some of our Pokemon and our abilities and whatnot. It's just 3 prizes. The first to 3 prizes instead of 6, 3 wins. We see that we have an active spot here. We also have 3 bench spaces. It says here, play up to 3 basic, and it cuts off. So we're not having a full bench of 5. It's just a bench of 3. And then we've got a space for the deck, space for discard pile, and then a space weirdly called energy. I'm not sure if they're adjusting the rules here so that you just have energy you can draw from every turn, or if this is the energy that you attach to your active Pokemon and you can only attach energy to the active. That remains to be seen, but very curious thing that they have for energy. But yeah, in summary, this is a simplified version of the Pokemon trading card game, even simpler than the Battle Academy or the standalone EX decks, where we're paring this down to the bare minimum. We only have 3 prize tokens instead of 6 prize cards. We're playing with 17 card decks. The bench is only 3 wide. And again, this is meant to be for the absolute entry level. This is for kids. This is for people who are intimidated by playing the game. And this is meant to be, that ground floor product for people that are interested in that kind of thing. Again, this is available. Thank you to PokeGuardian for the info. To September 29th, 2023, and the MSRP on this is $9.99. I'm personally very excited for this product. I have my son is only 6 months old at this point. It's going to be a couple of years before he can play, but I love the idea that I can introduce the game to him a little earlier than I was expecting, because this is a simplified version of the game, and he can pick this up at a younger age. I've seen some comments on the previous video that I made of people that are excited to share this product with their girlfriends, partners, with their kids, and I think that's amazing to see, because these are people that may not have played the game if we just had the current existing options. And I've also seen some negative comments on other websites, on my own videos about this product, and I'm biting my tongue a little bit. I don't want to get personal here, but I did want to say this. Accessibility is a good thing. We, as a Pokemon community, especially those who play the game, want to see more players get into the game, because the more people that play, the more support that the Pokemon company puts behind IRL events, puts behind the cards, puts behind PTCG Live to make that a better client than it currently is. And even if we don't look at all that, right, we want more people to play the game. And here is a product that is specifically designed to bring more people in, right? Accessibility is good. We look at stuff like difficulty settings in video games. There are people who can't beat it at normal or beat it at hard. You put it to easy, and that brings more people to the game that can share and love that experience. In the world of Street Fighter 6 introduced modern control, so you don't have to do the crazy quarter circle 360 typing in spells to do special moves. They've simplified that down, and that has brought a whole new crop of players that now love Street Fighter and can play it and enjoy it in a way that they couldn't before, because those accessibility options weren't there. In the world of television, closed captioning allows those who are hard of hearing to be able to enjoy the show and understand what people are saying. And for those who can even hear okay, you can watch shows in different languages and you get the closed captions there, so you can read what's being said. Or if you don't want to have the overdubs, then you can still hear the original voice while also seeing the text. As someone who's a dad now and has a baby, I've come to realize there are places I can't go anymore because I'm on the go all the time with a stroller, and there are certain stores that don't have ramps. There's I don't want to name names. There is there's a board game store that sells Pokemon cards. I can't go there anymore because the only way to get into the shop is through a large flight of stairs. And with the stroller and the baby, I'm just not going to be able to go there unless I make specific arrangements to have someone watch the baby so that I can go to the store. And this option, my first battle option, it's that. It's accessibility. This isn't meant to be for everybody. This is meant to be a product for those who need or just want a lower barrier of entry. And it's easy to take for granted because a number of us play the Pokemon trading card game and have learned how to play it, but there are things that make it harder to learn, such as retreat and retreat cost and type advantage and just counting, right? You're gonna ask a 5-year-old kid to go and calculate the damage on Meloetta's Melodious Echo 70 times whatever damage and trying to hit a 320 HP Pokemon and all of that type of stuff. It's easy for us to take for granted, but when we have products like that, not everybody can or wants to do that, and the existence of this product makes it so that more people who may not play the game otherwise will give it a shot. And it's not like the other options are going away. Battle Academy is still here. If you've got it, you can still use that. I have the old Battle Academy with the GX cards and not the V cards, and that's fine. I can still teach with that. The EX cards, the EX decks, level 1 decks are still available. If you are content with those options, totally fine. But for others, it's great. I don't see what the issue is with these products existing. It's not taking away from any of the other learning options, and it's giving new players an even easier way to get into the game. Sorry about it. I just had to get on the soapbox here. I feel like there were just a number of comments I saw in my own videos and from around the community where I just feel like a number of people missed the point of this thing. And, you know, for those who aren't interested in it, that's totally fine. And for those that are excited, I am excited too. And I'm excited with you. And I hope that this is the product that gets you into the Pokemon trading card game, or helps you bring other people into the Pokemon trading card game that otherwise wouldn't play it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Are you excited in this? Are you not excited even with all this explanation? Let me know in the comments of this video. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So Twitch fam, stick around. But for YouTube, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and we're out. Bye-bye.